Welcome to the Crimson Comedy Show! Welcome to the Crimson Comedy Show. I'm your host, Andy. Today we got a very special guest today. He's a returning guest. He's a legend from the IE. Give it up for Johnny Gold.
Hi. I love you, Andy. I love it that you have to get your family in order to do this podcast. It's so cute.
I'm a family man. So.
I agree. I love your house. Like I said, the carpets need to be clean. I'll talk to your wife on my way out. Your kids are cool. I was going to offer them M&Ms, but I thought that might be creepy. Coming from an older, sexier man.
When I was at the gas station buying all this candy, I'm like, I looked creepy already. Like,
no, you're trying to look. When I'm a guest, my only get is you have M&Ms, M&M peanuts, and whole milk.
Can you explain that?
Yes, I'm high maintenance, Andy. You know that. You know that.
He was like,
me.
I want M&Ms and peanut M&Ms. I was like, why? And what was your reason why?
I like to mix them.
Because why? You said you like to have random.
Yeah, I just like it.
You can't tell when one's smaller than the other.
I don't drink or do drugs or anything, and I think my main consumption of, if it's bad, I guess, would be sweets. I've cut down a lot because
I know you're a health nut. This is the first time I've seen you consume something unhealthy.
If it was up to me, I would wake up with ice cream. I would have ice cream for lunch, and I like food in general because I think I started to grow up in the beginning. We were pretty well off as my parents were actors in Hollywood. They were on the come up. Mm-hmm. They had stars over our house. It was great. But when my parents got divorced, I was so poor. I'm not from ages like 6 to 13. I didn't even know what going to a restaurant was.
Hey, welcome to my world. Going to Hometown Buffet was like a 5-star restaurant for us.
Yeah, if somebody would have took me there like at 8, I would have been like, what? First of all, why is somebody going to kidnap me? So I've always been a foodie. I've actually picked shows to go to, especially open mics, if they have good food.
See, my go-to is In-N-Out after any mic or concerts. Yeah, I love In-N-Out.
I love In-N-Out too. In-N-Out, Nick, Laney, and I and Leo, we closed down Norco, In-N-Out. About 1,000 times.
I thought you said you were going to bring up Leo. Look, 30 seconds in, he's already getting talked about.
I have to because it wouldn't be a good story because all three of us would talk comedy. And one thing I loved about Nick, besides being a special guy and being like my family, is that he loved food just as much as me. Because I've been with people where they just don't even like food.
What was his In-N-Out order? Do you remember?
I think it was double fries and a chocolate shake.
When I was little,
and a soda. He loved soda.
When I was little, I didn't even know anything about animal fries or anything, so I didn't like In-N-Out when I was a kid because the plain fries suck. Like I don't like them. Do you like them plain or you like animal fries?
I'm picky on my fries. I don't think In-N-Out has the best fries.
That's why I said when it's animal style, it's tolerable, but by itself with like ketchup is gross.
But the great thing about In-N-Out, their customer service is so fucking amazing. I remember we went there so much. One time I got cold fries and they gave me two orders.
Check this out.
French fries.
They forgot my wife's animal fries one time and I called like a Karen to complain.
Right.
Because we went to the one in Ontario. We drove all the way up here and they forgot her fries. So I called and complained. And then they sent 2 gift cards and the gift cards were for any meal for whatever you want on it. Right. So you can get a double, triple, whatever it is. With a shake and everything, so
I mean, it's great. I agree with you, and it's cheap compared to. I really, ever since Nick passed away, rest in peace, Nick. I haven't had any In-N-Out. I went there once after he died, and I was outside talking to the security guard because the security guard knew who we were. We were there so much, and I poured my milkshake out for homie, and he goes, I'm not coming back here ever again.
They have security there.
They did it the one in River. I know all the In-N-Outs. Riverside off of Van Buren, off the 91.
I've never been there.
It's not bad.
We just went to Vegas, and I went to the 3-story one.
In and
Vegas.
Out?
Yeah, there's a new one in Vegas.
Right.
They're like on every corner there now. There's like 3 of them right in the same vicinity.
Yeah, I mean, when you don't, it's been difficult for me since I started comedy almost 20 years ago, that a lot of comics do drugs and alcohol. And then I'm always like, you know, that's how me and Nick really became friends, because we were the only ones, I think.
There's actually
there are some, but the ones that I knew at the time when I bought my house out here 14 years ago, I didn't really know anybody. I never performed stand-up comedy in the Inland Empire. I was in Long Beach, Hollywood, Torrance, Hermosa Beach, San Diego. So when I got out here, I didn't know anybody, but I did notice one thing: a lot of drugs.
You know, I noticed that there's starting to become more sober comics. There's like a new wave of comics that are sober.
Gen Z.
Oh yeah, I guess. And the older ones that are just burnt out from their doctors ordered them to stop drinking, doing drugs.
I really miss Jeff Garcia. Rest in peace. I had a bond with him that was very unusual. We just used to sit and talk, and I didn't know him well enough to tell him to stop doing certain things. And it was sad. And, you know, when you get older like me, it's kind of a sad thing. And I hope his son is okay. He's only 23 or 24. I mean, can you imagine losing your dad? You did lose your dad, didn't you?
Yeah, I lost my dad recently too.
I lost my dad too at 5 from a divorce. It wasn't from die. He died at 94.
No, JoJo's doing good now. He's following his dad's footsteps. He's carrying on his legacy.
Doing good.
Shout out to JoJo.
Right. Every time I see him, he's super positive. And I saw him. I ran into Babos. I did a show. I was featured. He was the headliner, and of course he did great. I love him. I just like that he's a health nut.
Yeah, he's always preaching to me about health, and he sends me stuff, and I'm like,
that's cool.
I get where he's coming from. Right. Like, he's just looking out for me, you know.
Well, you know, maybe he went through life and he had some things happen, and he decided to eat good and whatever. You know, I don't really know him that well. He said I met him in Riverside, like maybe in 2016 or 17.
Yeah, he's been around a while too, but he had some issues, and he took time off for a while.
I have to disagree with that 10-day vitamin water cleanse. That, you know, it was weird. Ever since he said that, I like to talk. I go to the gym every day, and I was talking in this sauna. And I go, have you guys ever heard of a 10-day vitamins cleanse? Just water. And this guy goes, I lasted 4 days and I ended up in the ER. It just doesn't make sense. But the thing is, he's so ripped that people will listen to him.
See, I talked to Leo about this. You were talking to me about the health stuff. He was talking to me about the health stuff. I was like, I didn't know what any of them were telling me.
Right. Leo isn't healthy though.
I know, but I was saying, I was like, you were telling me something. I was like, I don't know. There's so many different.
What does Leo know about health?
I don't know. He smokes American spirits. I think those are healthy.
Oh.
No, but what I'm saying is there's a lot of different ways. Everybody's different. There's so many different health regimens, whatever, vitamin this, vitamin that. Like, I guess you just got to try it and see if it works for you or not, you know?
I like the Mediterranean diet. No red meat, chicken, fish, vegetables, lots of salads.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. That one's good.
And you never get deprived. You know, you're never depraved. You just always, you're fulfilled. Like there's these diets out there. Like another thing I don't agree with Babos is that carnivore diet. Fuck that. You know, you're going to get constipated.
I heard it gives you diarrhea too.
Yeah, it's not good. That all these fads, the best one is low portions, like a lot of little meals, Mediterranean. That's what I do. 8 meals a day, but like peaches and almonds, and it is kind of boring. You do want to sink your teeth into some pistachio ice cream.
You get cheat days, don't you?
Right now.
Oh, yeah, as you're eating M&Ms.
I'm not only the sexiest guest they've ever had, if that's the camera, I'm also the most privileged.
He's the first guest to get a writer here. He's got his M&Ms and milk, and everyone else BYOB, all right?
Yeah.
Or bring me a beer.
None of the other guests deserve it.
I haven't drank in the last few pods, and like I feel better now. Like sometimes I like to just chill depending on the mood. I'll have beers, and then sometimes I'm like I need a to focus because I still have to produce at
Yeah.
the same time.
I don't know how people. Okay, when I was a kid, I drank Coors Light, like playing softball. I remember one day I had 10. I was like 13 and I was pissing, but I was completely sober. But I think like this must have been like 14 years ago. My girlfriend and I went to MTL. I guess it's in Riverside. I don't know if it's around anymore. And they had these tasters of beer.
Oh yeah, they're called the flights.
Holy I mean, they had to have 7% alcohol. And I had 2 of them, and I was like, "Oh, this ain't for me."
That's why I prefer. Look, you drink a couple craft beers, right? Versus
Right.
13 Coors. You know, you're consuming more.
Well, I was 13.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Now I understand why you don't drink. You've been drinking hard. I didn't start
No,
drinking until
I never drank hard. That was only when I played softball. I just grabbed it. I really have not abused myself with drugs and alcohol. The thing is that I just don't like the way I feel the next day. You don't think I would like to have a nice Guinness?
What about a wine? You don't like?
No, I don't like wine that much. I mean, I'll have a glass of wine if I have to. I'm not against it. I just don't know how people perform on 7% alcohol.
I said
Because you know, when you're nervous and when you're drunk on stage, you're not aware of anything.
Mhm.
Like when you're speaking from a sober perspective, you're able to pivot. You're able to change pacing when you're doing bad. When you're bombing, you can kind of pull out of it. But when you're drunk and high, your senses are dull. You know, I love Ant Jr. I think he's like one of the rising stars out here. When I see him really high, I go, why? You're so gifted. First of all, why can't you wait till after your set and go shoot up with a heroin? I don't give a fuck what you do. But why are you wasting people's time on stage? Plus, it's the audiences that suffer.
Yeah, and Junior, keister lean after your set, all right?
I notice he likes to get high. So do a lot of people.
I've never smoked. I could never. I wouldn't even be able to perform at all. Like I'm not.
Right.
I can't handle weed like that. Like I don't have that tolerance. I guess
I can't even drink coffee before I
see.
go.
I have one beer and then one after. That's it. I've learned my lesson with the drinking, so
Right.
I don't even, like I said, no, I don't really drink much on the pod. Once in a while, I do.
And then you get nervous, and then you're drunk, and it's double whammy because you're always nervous before you go up.
See, this is what I was telling people. It's kind of hard not to drink when you're going places where they're kind of like, all right,
Yeah.
1 item minimum, 2 item minimums. Like,
I know, I felt bad.
and then they don't have anything else to drink, you know?
At Chatterbox, which I go on religiously, I've never bought anything. So the other day, but I did give him $50 for his birthday so they can go to the movies, him and Julie. And also, I got what I call Mexican water. It's the white and blue label. I love that water.
It was his birthday the other day?
This is like 4 years ago.
Oh, I was about to say, because like my birthday was the other day.
Oh, happy birthday.
I turned 38 last Monday.
You look good, man.
Thank you. My hair doesn't look good.
Well, you're
but-
still fat, but that's okay. You got stairs in your house. You can go up and down the stairs.
Hey, talk about stairs. You almost fucking died tripping over
I
the
did.
gate in my front house.
I'm big on lawsuits on places I enter.
Okay.
I did.
For those that are listening, I have a baby gate in my kitchen because of my dogs. I don't want my dogs in the kitchen.
And I'm a baby, and I tripped over.
And he was like, "Oh, I need to wash my hands." I was like, "Oh, you can use the restroom." He's like, "No, I'll use the kitchen." So he goes to use the kitchen thing, and he's coming out and he trips, and I literally had to reach out and grab him
You did.
like an angel. And luckily, I'm fat and strong because I caught your ass. But yeah, that was fucking crazy.
Plus, I'm doing your podcast, and you need a host. I mean, you need not a host, you need a guest.
I know.
So.
I'd have to call in Leo to
Yeah.
step in for you. But no, yeah. Johnny, thank you for not falling in my house. I don't need a lawsuit. Thank you.
You have a beautiful house, and
Thank
your
you.
wife is cool, and your kids seem well behaved. And
That's because you're here, Johnny. As soon as you leave, they're like running their mouths.
well, how old are they? She's like 7.
17 and 7, yeah.
Yeah. I heard Phil's podcast. He said some great things.
His
about
family
Nick.
lives near here. I didn't even know that.
And that's so cool that he's working with Frank Martinez, which I think is admirable to
Have you
start a
have you
comedy.
been to the Minnesota?
Fuck no, I'm not going out there.
It's too far for you. or what?
It's just, how can I explain this? It's nothing to do with Frank. It's just that I think that's for beginning comics.
Oh yeah, that's for me then. I'm thinking about going. I told him I'm gonna try to check it out maybe in the next month or so.
I got booked on a show out there, then they canceled it.
Oh,
I don't. They couldn't sell but 2 tickets, and I'm like, God, that's sad.
hey, it wouldn't be
So-
the first time, right?
Right. I mean, I'm just saying it's like a beginning person's mic, and it's cool. And I love Frank and I love Phil. He's a very nice guy. I don't know him that well. I don't know anything about his comedy, but he's nice, and I'm glad there. Anybody that starts something like Phil, Dave Thompson. Dave Thompson, you've had him on that podcast, right?
Yeah, a long time ago.
I mean, he's doing all this stuff. It's got to be.
I couldn't do that. That's too much for me. Like,
Hey, man, he gives a lot of stage work to a lot of people. You should reach out to him.
for what? Oh, last time I talked to him,
To be on one of his shows. He's cool about it.
no, last time I talked to him, he said he'll get me on, but I'm not gonna bug him. I don't like to bug people, you know.
You're not bugging him if you ask him one.
Well, like you said, he's got thousands of people. He even told me his DMs are flooded with like people trying to get on his shows. So,
Oh, he loves that. That's what he lives for. What if he just got 2 DMs? He'd be
Yeah, he's lying,
Hey,
huh?
everybody doesn't like me. No, of course he gets thousands. You don't think that goes straight to his ego? Trust me. It does. He doesn't mind it. I've talked to him about comedy before, and what I think he's doing is great. And Mike Baker, you haven't been to that Mike yet.
I've
That's
never,
worth it because you get up early, right?
yeah, I've never really met. Like, we follow each other. I've seen him around, but I've never actually stopped to talk to him.
One of the best comics in the IE, and he's only been doing it, I think, 3 or 4 years. He's like a family. You would have a lot in common. He's got triplets. He's
Triplets?
fat like you. It just works out. He's fatter than you.
Hey,
but
we're fat dads.
Yeah.
You want to hang out?
you would love his spot because last night, this is how good of a spot it is. Starts at 7.
Oh, the barrel room.
Yeah, about 8 o'clock, they asked if we wanted to go back up. Literally, if you would have left, you would have got back home at 9, which is good for
There
you.
wasn't a big turnout or what?
There hasn't been because it's been so hot.
Oh, is it outside?
It's in the back of the brewery. It's like,
It's no AC or nothing like that.
no, it's,
And it's also summer. This is like the slow season for comedy. People are on vacation or kids are going back to school soon.
well,
so.
somebody said, oh, you never sit in there and watch the comics. And I go, well, I don't have to. So that's why I don't have, but I said, okay, I will. I tried it last night. I lasted 2 minutes. I was sweating. And if I sweat, it's bad because I don't sweat. But it was just like, ugh. And it is no reflection on Mike Baker. It's just there's no air conditioning in a storage facility. It's a private room.
Mhm.
But for you, because you have 2 kids and you got a life and you got working at 4 a.m, if you can find rooms where you can get home at 9, that's good for you, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how you feel.
That's
about
all. Like when I go to Travis's shows, his shows, he does
yeah.
early Sunday shows. I would have went to the one last night, but I was filming.
it. It's at the
The
Hideaway.
yeah. On
I can't. I hate Hideaway. I don't like the room.
it's nice to me.
I think I got tortured there with all the open mics.
Maybe try Travis. Have you been to Travis's shows? He runs pretty good shows there.
I love Travis. He's got great hair.
I would give it a second chance because it's.
Oh,
been-
I did his show at Rockefellers.
Yeah, I don't like that place. That place.
I had a
is,
good time.
I see. There we go. Like the last time I did
They
a
are
show
kind
there,
of racist there.
Yeah, it's like- there was like some Proud Boys there last time I was
Yeah.
there.
Oh, I know. But trust me, I was treated very nicely because I was white. I was like, this might be a little too much. But Travis, there's another guy, Travis, Mike Baker. Who else does that? You,
Hunter Ladner.
Hunter Ladner.
He does the burger place.
I got banned from that.
You did?
Yeah.
What did you do?
Andy, let me get another M&M while I answer this question.
There's a lot. I don't. Every time I see you, something went down. I learned something new every time I see you.
How did I get banned? I can tell you why. And it was... All right.
Did you throw a burger at somebody?
No, fuck no. You know, I don't get violent. When have you ever known me to get violent?
That's why. That's why I'm like, how do you
I
get
just
banned?
don't talk to people.
I've never even been banned from a fucking comedy place. How did you get
I
banned from
have
one?
been banned from several. What happened was I was on stage. It was an open mic after the book show. I guess the crowd had been kind of blasted out, but that's not an excuse for what I did. I went up and I had this pro Latino joke because I've worked with Latinos for 30 years. My best friend, rest in peace.
They work for you.
Well, yeah, we worked in it. I had a company, but we all worked together. Trust me, they told me what to do. I'm not that mechanically inclined. I just knew how to move money around. I fell in love with the Latino community when I started working with them in 92. I have a deep hatred for ICE. So this is a pro Latino joke. I just started in it, but this Latino waiter walked by the stage and goes, "Don't you even talk about this." You know what I said to him? "Shut up and go in the kitchen." No, because he was walking into the kitchen.
What was he mad about? He didn't want you talking about. He just heard Latino and got mad.
Yeah, for me.
He didn't even hear the context.
And right away, I knew I was going to be banned. You know why? I just felt it in my bones. So the next day, Sergio and Hunter Ladner said, "You've been banned from the room for this." Listen, in a perfect world, I would like them to stick up for me, but I know they put a lot of hard work there and energy. And if you've ever been to their book show, I've done it. Hunter Ladner and Sergio bust their fucking ass. So I'm not mad at them. I'm mad at myself for being an amateur.
But what the problem is that they don't preach no heckling the comics. He was heckling you. And also, too, whatever he heard was out of context. He didn't even listen to the whole joke. He just immediately was trying to shut you up.
You know the funniest thing? That same waiter, when I did the book show, came up to me and goes, "I like what you did up there." And then he got me book banned.
Too bad. Was it filmed? Too bad you could have clipped that. You should have talked to him. Like, it was a misunderstanding. Like, I don't know.
Oh no, I'm not going back there. I don't want to ruin it for Hunter and Sergio. I don't know Hunter very well. I know Sergio very well because he was friends with Nick.
I got played off at a show for my material. I never got banned.
Oh yeah, that asshole. Was that more?
We're not going to talk about that.
You don't want me to bring up anybody, and I have. Have I been?
No,
good boy?
thank you, Johnny.
Okay.
I don't like to talk about shit like that.
I know the guy that did that. I know the show that did that. The guy is. There's some people that run shows that it's better that you don't say anything about them on social media and in person because they could harm themselves. And I know the guy you're talking about. That's the way I look at it.
Also, too,
maybe that's my Italian Jewish
you've
background.
had you told me about, I'm not going to say who it was, but you told me about an experience you had at a book show too, where they like put you on last and there's nobody there. Like,
that's the guy.
Don't got to bring him up, but that's shady shit. Like, they're going to book you on a show and then, did you get bumped or like, they just had no crowd?
I'll tell you the backstory. It was in Fullerton, and it was a guy. He's about 5 feet tall. That's all I'm going to say. It was just disrespectful. And he said he had people from the Comedy Store. Billy Myers, who's a very nice gentleman. It has nothing to do with him. It's just the way I went up last. There was one person in the audience. And I did my best. And I always thank the bookers in this, but I went straight to Chatterbox, and I've never done this before. I got there 5 minutes before they were to close, and I asked Steve, "Steve, this is the worst show of my life. Can I get up here and just vent and do some jokes?" He goes, "No problem." I just didn't like the way I was treated because this particular comic is a star fucker. You know what that is?
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't really respect people like that, and I never want to see him again. And if I do see him, I will tell him to his face that he's a little off. Him, I can tell him to his face. He's so fucking off, he won't even get it. But the guy you're talking about, I think might hurt himself. And that's where I draw the line.
Yeah, we don't want anybody to hurt
themselves. Because I know a lot of people put comments on this guy's Instagram. We were talking at Boondocks, which is another show they do starting again in August, every other Monday, so you can double up. Mm-hmm. Have you ever been to Boondocks? Well, that's a Proud Boy place.
It's a late night show, like on a Monday or Tuesday, right?
It's got run from a guy from Boston, Johnny.
Yeah, I follow him. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Very cool. They'll let you do 5, 6, 7 minutes if you're doing okay. And I was on stage there once and talking against the Trump administration. Bad, And he goes, this guy yelled out in the back, "We're Americans here." I laughed so hard. Mike Baker, unfortunately, had to follow me.
That's why I don't like talking politics. And I don't like getting into it because someone's going to get offended and you're setting yourself up for heckling, like.
I love politics, so I'll always have somebody that hates me, I guess.
That's what I said. You could say pro this, pro that, and someone's going to get offended. Like you were saying, you were trying to do pro Latino and someone still got offended.
Right. Yeah, you run into that. There's people call it cancel and woke culture, which there is none. The only cancel culture you're going to get if you're doing something creepy sexually, like some of these comics do. But you would be arrested by normal police anyway. And when you talk about politics, you have to expect some people are going to be not on your side. So you just take the criticism or the heckling and you just go and you do another show.
What was the worst heckling you've ever had in your career?
I had a guy when I first started. I was talking about the illegal war in Iraq because I was in the Air Force.
Another political joke.
And how George W. Bush is horrible. He's a war criminal. This guy, there was no stage, of course, because it was at a coffee house in Long Beach. He walked up to me this far from me and just went, and then kind of did a pirouette out. And I go, okay. I don't think there's been, I think I've been heckled more by hosts.
What do you mean? Like they're during your set, they're interrupting you or what?
Can I have this water?
It's your water, yeah.
Cool. Yeah, like making fun of how bad I was.
Oh, doing tags after you got off?
I remember I bombed so bad at Chocolate Sundays when I first started.
Oh yeah, you told this story before,
Yeah.
but
He called me Johnny Bronze. Or no, he called me Johnny Platinum, and I said, that's better than gold.
exactly. What
I
an
got
idiot.
kind of mad. You know, when you first start out and people do that, and especially if you don't know him. If it was you, I would laugh, but I don't know this guy, and so I was furious. But whatever.
You know, I hate when hosts try to like headline the show. Like instead of just doing a couple bits and getting off, they ramble and they do full sets. It's like get off the stage and let the guys go on. You know?
And also, when I started, my first 4 years we were in all black rooms, and I always used to get this after my set. No. This is how they'd introduce me. Okay, guys, are you ready for a white person?
Here comes this white boy trying to go.
Yeah. And then I would make fun of him. I go, well, this is how I was born.
They're like, we don't know anything about the Big Bang Theory.
I hate that show. But one time, this black comic goes, I think I know your problem. It's like I was in second year of comedy. I go, what's that? He goes, when you hear the music up there, dance a little.
I hate when comics do that shit. It's so cringy.
And I told him, I go, you mean like we made you do 400 years ago? Did you like that? Why the fuck would I do that? It wasn't the audiences in the black room. It was the bookers. They were the ones that were assholes.
You know what I like too is bookers that don't even do comedy. They're just the little schemers just trying to make money, putting on whatever music or comedy shows, and they're just selling tickets and they don't even pay you. Like, if you're gonna sell tickets at a comedy show, you gotta at least break off comics with something. Like, there's people that put on shows that charge tickets and don't give anybody anything.
I mean, I thought I had wrote, like, it was like year 3. I was in the black rooms. I was bombing every night. But I thought I really wrote this joke about the 92 LA riots. I said, after the 92 LA riots, they came down to fix the inner city. They had a team of 7 white people. It was Pete Rozelle, former NFL commissioner. They had 7 white people. They're going to bring back Compton and the inner city. But when they found out they couldn't build a Nordstrom's, they left. I got called racist. I was like, all right.
Over that joke?
Yeah. All the time, racist.
It's because you're white. You're guilty by association.
And the wiggers that got up there, the white guys that acted black, they for some reason got a pass.
Yeah, like I do some jokes, but I try I like to do race jokes, but like not too crazy, but just relatable shit, like stereotypical shit about races,
Yeah.
But I don't ever try to push the button or offend anyone, But
no, you do fine.
But so far, I haven't had any bad heckling or anything like that. But when you first started writing back in the day, like how has your writing styles changed? Like I know people say they evolved during the times. Like how many times has your comedy evolved or your writing evolved?
I try to level up every 3 years, so I don't try to do it right away. It takes 3 years to write and just go through all the cycles of what I want to. And then 3 years later, I might start over with nothing on stage, and I just might go up there with nothing.
Yeah, because
then it might grow into something else.
Because they say like it takes like 10 years to find your voice. Do you think you found your voice earlier or later on?
Later on. Me, it took a while. Some people find it right away.
I'm still trying to figure it out. I don't even really know what that even means. I guess like, how would you define finding your voice? What does that mean for a comic?
Finding out who you are. Mm-hmm. It's hard to be yourself, even in regular life.
Yeah.
once you find out who you are, I think Janine Garoppolo said it the best. She goes, your style picks you eventually. And that's true. This is exactly the comic I've always wanted to be. But it takes time.
See, like,
some people want to do it in 2 years. Maybe it's possible. I don't know. I can only go what I did.
they say to write about what you know. Like a lot of my jokes, I write about my wife and kids. I don't mean to, but it's just what I'm.
What you know.
It's my environment right now.
I mean, you're
know?
pretty much yourself. You just don't get out as much, which I understand.
I'm getting out there more. I've been trying to get out there more. I'm probably gonna go to Mike tomorrow. I haven't decided which one I want to go to, but I have some new bits I've been working on.
I might have overdone it on the M&Ms.
Wait, you're gonna throw up? Don't throw up.
No, I'm not throwing up. I'm just like,
you could take him to go. I'll put him in a sandwich baggie for you.
I'm good. I don't know. The Redlands mic on Wednesday. Somebody invited me there. They say it's great.
Oh, the School of Redlands.
Yeah.
I got invited to do a show there. I just couldn't do it, but I've never been there. It's supposedly it's a nice room. It fills up pretty good.
Yeah, I mean I didn't go, and he goes, "You should have went." And he showed me like a packed house.
Yeah, they get a pretty
That's
decent
not too
turnout.
far from you.
Yeah, no. Like I said, I got invited one time, but I was home alone with my daughter, and I didn't have anyone to watch her. And they asked me like an hour before the show, so I was like, I need more time than that, you know. Like
Right.
if someone was home to watch my little one, I would have went. But I told the guy next time you come out here, give me a little leeway, you know. Like, but like I said, it's not easy for me all the time to do that, but I'm gonna check it out because I've been hearing good things about it.
You got to just get out more, but it's hard with your schedule.
I just got a promotion at work, and I'm not gonna have to be so demanding, or so I
Right.
will have more time for comedy. So
Yeah, that's cool.
Next week starts a new me. All right.
I mean, you could tell people go out, do this, do that, but is it should you be telling other people what to do?
Hey, but
Nobody can tell you what to do.
I don't go out as much, but I still feel like when I do go out and I perform, I give it my everything. You know, like I don't slack off.
No, you do. You don't slack off.
I thought you said you do. Like
No. I do you always hold your beer up and go, everybody's
no,
drinking?
that was just a new one.
You don't need to do that.
Now, usually that joke that I do, if I'll see someone drinking, I'll just ask them what are they drinking. But I couldn't see anybody with drinks in their hands, so that's why I had to do that.
Right.
Like I've done that twice where I had to like improvise because
And that room is very pretentious, Chatterbox. There's a lot of pretentious people there. Oh God, it took me a while to get used to that room.
what do you mean? Like nobody wants to talk to you or what?
I don't know. It's kind of a cliquey place. I love it, but
There's cliques everywhere in every scene, you know. Like
that is true.
that's why I'm not a part of any cliques, but I just get along with everyone. So like, yeah, hopefully people accept me. You know, like,
Yeah, no, I mean, you just got to get out more. And what do you want to do?
like I said, now that I got this new position at work, and I don't have to, bust my ass so much. I want to start going and hitting up more mics, like the ones you were
Right.
talking about. So
Well, you got to get home earlier, right?
Mhm.
So I would recommend Mike Baker's mic.
Yeah.
That's a Monday.
yeah,
You don't need to go out every night.
I'll be prepared to wear shorts, so I'm not sweating my ass off.
He wore shorts yesterday. I don't blame him. I said, you could come here naked.
Isn't that a no for comedy not to wear shorts?
It's 100 degrees in that room.
But what's the thing on that? Why they tell you not to wear shorts?
I have no idea. It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
I guess it's supposed to be professional, right? But
Well, I don't know.
I could wear skinny jeans, but I can't wear shorts.
Yeah, skinny jeans are worse than shorts.
What about people wearing hats? Does that bother you when people wearing hats
No.
on stage? Like I've heard Ralphie.
I do if you can't see their eyes.
I heard Ralphie May say, "Don't wear hats. Don't do this. Don't do that." And then I see him do specials where he had a hat on. He did this. I'm like, didn't you say not to do that?
Yeah, I mean, you really can't tell people what to do. It's just stupid. You're going to do what you want to do. I'm going to do what I want to do. The only thing I could tell comics who just start out is work on your craft sober, write, and then go do as many open mics as you can your first 5 years. I don't know.
What would you say is the right time to start booking shows when you start comedy? What's too early?
Nick Laney, rest in peace, said 2 years minimum, no bookings.
So what about Leo? What about him? Tell him he still doesn't want to do shows, but I get where he's coming from. He wants to be the shit. He always tells me you need to do more open mics, but I bump heads with him, but he's right because it's the best way to like get your chops in and work on new shit. But I just hate the act of open mics, going there, never knowing when you're going to go on, staying late or like some run late or whatever, or you might not even get called. So
I don't know how you're going to get good if you don't go to open
yeah, I
mics.
know. That's what I'm saying. Like I kind of just like like I said, I hate the act of the open mic, but I like open mics.
Well, you got to pick the ones. Mike Baker, the one on Wednesday at the what do you call it? Redland School.
Mhm.
I guess Back to the Grind. You can get up there early if you pay $5. So there's 3 nights you can do it and get home early. You can get home at 9 from Mike Baker's. On Wednesday, you can get home from the Improv Redlands because there's not that many comics to go. And then Back to the Grind, if you sign up early, you can get home probably about 7:30 because they only do it from 7 to 9.
Those are perfect too. Like they
Yeah,
shouldn't run.
That's 3 rooms that you can get up and you'll consistently get better and you'll start to find what you want to do with your comedy.
I'm thinking about going to the Comedy Store tomorrow. Everyone's been going and
Well,
getting on.
that to me, instead of getting stage time, because you don't even know if you're going to get up.
Yeah, just
There's
that,
150 comics at some.
yeah. I went one time and didn't get called, and it sucked.
And who cares? If you don't get up, what's the point?
Mhm.
Like people go hang out at the Comedy Store. No, if I'm gonna go to the Comedy Store, I'm gonna do a show. I'm not gonna hanging out is a waste of fucking time.
Exactly.
Yeah, if you want to go to the Comedy Store after you've done 5 open mics and you're like, I just want to chill and watch comedy, that's cool. But if you're not getting up at least 3 to 5 times a week, I don't know how you can be good. It might take you 50 years. Because have you ever seen Eddie Murphy when he first started? It was horrible. He's so talented, but his jokes were horrible. But then he kept, it's like anything.
Yeah, you gotta learn. I've been learning how to edit shit. Like I'm listening. All right, I'm taking too long for the punchline. Taking too long for this. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to figure out the formula, but like there's really no right or wrong answer for formula.
No, just don't think so much.
What is your writing method like? What do you
Don't think.
don't
Just
think?
be.
Are you a writer or do you think it in your head?
I think it in my head and I write it on my phone. I put bullet points and
Yeah,
then I
same.
talk about it. Yeah.
Some people say you have to sit down and write with a pen and paper. I just can't do that shit. I don't know why. Like
No, I mean, that's whatever you want to do. But some people write it out in longhand. You and I just put bullet points. I like going on open mics. I'm at a different stage in my career than you are. So like yesterday, I went up there and I said, I'm not going to say any of my material. I'm just going to see what happens.
I would love to do that.
And then you can kind of, you're bombing, but at the same time, some good shit is coming out. So that's.
Did you record your set when you did that?
No, I should have.
That's where you got to find your writing on stage, right? Isn't that what it's called?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I want.
You just see something and you talk about something and you just hope it works. And sometimes you go into the audience for help.
Have you done crowd work yet? Like, are you good
I
at
do
that?
crowd work when I do like more than 30 minutes and I sometimes mix it in with my material. I get lucky. CK, Timmy, there's another one. Timmy Maldonado. He's a great guy.
I've been there a few times.
He lets me do 20 minutes at the end of his show when there's like 6 people there. But yeah, you have these jokes and sometimes you interact with the audience. But if it's not organic, I'm not going to ask a person anything if it's not something that I'm vibing with. Just to ask, like Renee Vaca, he has this whole thing where he brings people on stage. That's his thing.
It's a lot of people doing that now. It's like they do dating things and
It's everything I hate in comedy.
someone said that's what cruise people do on cruises that
That's fine.
they do that. What is it called? Where they like it's like the entertainment before like dinner or something. They just bring people on and improvise whatever,
But if I go to any show, I want to be entertained. If you're paying $50 to $100 and somebody asks me what I do for a living, I mean, what's going on?
There's some good crowd works. Like Big J's pretty good at crowd work. I like him.
Yeah, it's okay.
Have you ever seen him? I've seen him once.
Kind of like stereotypes, though. Oh, you're dating an Asian. If I was dating an Asian woman, he said that, I would say, I'll see you after the show, man. I mean, I don't understand what's with all these. I don't like horrible stereotypes. I try to take stereotypes out of my act, which I can't. It's impossible. And I try to take out like old people thinking like my wife talks too much, that kind of shit. And I kind of bring it back on me and my insecurities. Like, I'm insecure. I cry during sex. I just don't like.
You cry during sex? How big is he? I'm just kidding. You set me up for that one.
You did, Andy.
Why do you cry
You
during
finally
sex,
have
Jody?
a punchline in your life.
That was just messing with you. But that was funny that you said you cried during sex.
Yeah, I have a bit about that. And last night when I went up on stage, I asked this guy in the front row, I go, have you ever cried during sex? And he said, yes. And I said, I'll tell you my story if you tell yours. And then I told my story, and then I asked him to tell his, and he goes, can I take a rain check? And I go, that's such an old saying. I used to say that when I was a kid, when I worked at Albertsons. Do you want a rain check for that? And he eventually told his story, and it was great.
So what was his story?
He put on a condom, and as he was putting on the condom, he came.
Everyone's done that.
I
I'm just kidding.
I can wait at least when it's on. I mean,
and that was like in the movie American Pie, where she just touched his thigh and he nutted.
oh yeah, I didn't see.
How old was he when this happened? Was he young?
I only had a 5-minute set. I didn't get into the particulars. He was just a nice guy.
Just the friction from the condom made him nut.
Stuff like that. I mean, Andy, there is no shortcuts. Look at Bebos. He's been doing it 17 years, he said.
Something like that, yeah.
And look how he is now. He toured with Gabriel Iglesias, and he got the fruits of his labor. I think I was talking to all the comics last night about this, and we were talking about Cesar Reynoso, who's been on the podcast.
Yeah, he's been on once.
He's headlining Chatterbox, and we're just talking about it. And I go, look, how long has he been doing comedy? 4 years. He is okay. Nobody is fantastic. You want to be. You want to be good. It's just impossible.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be good at this after 4 years. I don't care if you get up 10,000 times a day. Dave Thompson's got up, what did he get up, 890 times?
Did he break that record? Or
I don't know what he
talked about
did,
that.
but the thing is, you cannot speed up stage work. I don't care if you're a playwright on stage. It's impossible.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're a new actor and you're doing a stage play, you know, maybe 10 years down the road, you'd be like, oh, I remember the first time. You know, that's how it is.
That's what I got offered a headlining spot at the Rock Gallery, and I declined it because I just said, like, I'm not ready to headline, you know, like,
yeah,
I want to earn my stripes.
You're still hanging on to that, huh?
No, I'm just telling you, like you were talking about the headlining thing, like, I'm not ready. I wouldn't do it, but shout out to the people who do, you know?
It's different now. Now you could headline and run your own spot after 2 years. It's possible.
I know people that just go straight to club shows before even doing open mic. So like,
yeah, I mean, that's their choice.
Mm-hmm.
So why do people get mad? Like there's this comic Kat Bird. You heard of Kate Bird?
Oh no, I've heard about her.
Yeah, she's a regular at the Comedy Store. She's been doing the comedy 3 years. She's on the upswing. So what? Maybe she's funnier than you were at 3 years. It's not the bitterness to hold on to that. You know, to hold on to that will ruin your comedy. Just let everything go.
Like I said, I don't have competition with anyone. My competition is with myself. Is I try to do better than the last set I did. You know, like
your issue is you don't get out enough.
Yeah.
And that's look, you got 2 kids and a family. Maybe after they're grown up, you go out a lot. You're still young.
Yeah, I know.
You go out when you're 45 or whatever. I don't know what all this, you know. We can roast each other, and we do it all the time, but it's kind of dangerous to be mean to people that are trying to do this. And if somebody's headlining after 2 years, just let them. There's really nothing you can do.
Yeah, that's why I'm not in a race. Yes, I don't have the time to do as much as I'd like to, but you know, like I said, they say it takes 10 years to be good, so I'm only 3 years in, so I'm not worried.
I mean, that's, again, another rule of it might only take you 6 years. I don't know. Melissa Nami asked me that. Can you be good after 4 years? I don't know. I was horrible. I can only speak on myself. 4 years in, Cesar Reynoso blows me away. I was horrible. And I even did slam poetry for 7 years. So I had a lot of stage experience. But I just wasn't good. I just didn't know what to do.
What do you think? Okay. Do you think if you would have started comedy later in life, it would have been
earlier?
Different? No, I mean later. Like I started later, but
I did too. I'm 66. I know I look fantastic.
But what I'm saying is, like, maybe
I know I look fantastic. I was waiting for you to say.
When you yeah, you look great. When you started,
that was such an asshole thing. You should have said it right away.
You're not fat. You look great. Okay.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is, do you think if you would have started later, you would have had more things to talk about, more experiences? Maybe at whatever age you
started later.
But maybe you just
I started in my 40s.
maybe that just wasn't the time for you, you know? Like,
Well, my parents were actors, and I always wanted to do it. I just didn't have a passion for it. I got into business.
see, that's the thing is you can do this at any age, you know? It doesn't, there's no
you can do it till you're 95, just like Don Rickles and George Burns. And
yeah, like I started at 34 and I felt like I started too late, but like you're saying, that's still like, it doesn't matter, you know?
oh no, I think it's the hardest to do comedies between 18 and 30 because you're not formed as a human. Like I look up to people like, Riley Adams and Nicholas Johnson. They're so young. Can you imagine doing comedy that I couldn't?
I don't know. How old are they? Like under 30?
They're 25,
Oh, yeah.
26.
I don't even remember what I was just working.
Josh Plantanga. I always get his last name wrong.
I called him Josh Plantation one time, and then the host
he looks like he owns a plantation.
the host brought him up as Josh Plantation after I said that. He took my joke and brought him up as that.
Well,
he's funny though. I like Josh. He's a killer.
I mean, he kind of knows who he is at 20. I think he's 24.
Damn, I feel like a fucking unk listening to these guys.
Yeah. He's very, very good, Josh. Wow. Him, Owen Parker, 7. There's this.
Last time I saw him, he was dressed as Garfield or something at the Improv. It was around Halloween. He was a.
Oh yeah, the Halloween show.
Yeah, I went as the hot Cheeto bag, but he was dressed as Garfield, I think, or I think that's what he was. And then he just did all whatever character he was. He just did bits on that. It was pretty funny.
That's cool.
But I like Josh. I should have him back on here again.
I mean, I don't know how long it takes. This whole thing is just, it's up to the individual.
You know, I started noticing about comedy, like you've been doing comedy a long time. It's just like there's a lot of politics in comedy, like a lot of gatekeeping, a lot of cliques. You said like some places, like I'll go and like I just don't feel welcome right off the bat.
Yeah,
like
I know.
And even though like I want to go, like you're like, oh, you should go to this mic, but then like I've never felt welcome at this place. You know?
I feel bad. I don't know why that is. Because Gil, you had on the pod. Did he ever? Yeah,
he's been on 3 times.
He said he went to open mics for a year and it was so clicky it scared him. And that's the downside of comedy. I tried there was a new comic there last night. I don't think he'd ever done comedy. I gave him a fist bump. I go, good job.
Where
at Mike Baker's mic.
Mm-hmm.
And he's there. He's nervous. He doesn't know anybody. You know what that's like? I've been there. Everybody. The sad thing is everybody's been the guy that just started out that didn't know anybody. And you were treated like you were like scared.
Yeah, I met
But then they do comedy for 5 or 6 years or 10 years. Then they're the assholes that won't talk to people.
That's what Phil was saying, that people were assholes to him when he came. When I came in, I didn't know anybody, but I didn't get that. Like nobody like was treating me unfairly, but I just felt like I didn't belong at certain places. You know, like you could just tell like they didn't want you there. You know.
Well, I'm a very insecure person.
We all are.
Yeah. I mean, everybody on the planet is. And so when somebody, I don't know. That's one good thing about starting older. You don't care about clicks. Like I go to Chatterbox, I'll sit by myself.
I told this to Phil. Like I know there's people that don't like me, but I told Phil this. Right. Are they doing better than me in the real world? No. So then I started using that and it doesn't bother me.
Just drop that. Nobody cares.
Exactly. I just say like
there's going to be people that don't like me, you, Phil, because he kills animals for a living. They don't like they'll Hector Lahr's got to be one of the nicest persons I've ever met in comedy, but somebody probably doesn't like him. Timmy Maldonado's another one of the nicest, funny, giving. There's so many, but they probably have people that don't like him, and you just got to let that shit go. It's hard when you're young, though. When you're 25, somebody doesn't like you. You're like, fuck, why don't they like me? But as you get older, you're 38. You're like, all right, they don't like me.
I told my daughter this. Like, she's in high school, and she's like, I'm like, listen, 10 years from now, you're not going to remember any of this drama, these like little friend problems that she's having. I'm like,
right.
I was like, half of these people you're not going to know in 10 years.
That's right. I don't know anybody in high school.
I know like 1 or 2 people from high school. That's it. But you have to go through it. Like you can't just tell somebody, "Oh, it's gonna be okay." Like no, they have to experience. It's part of life, you know.
Well, I heard Luis Noriega on here. He's really got to let that go.
What
he's always like, "I outdid this guy. I outdid that guy." That doesn't bode well for your own art.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're bitter and you're like, I'm going to get that guy, I'm going to be funnier, I'm going to blow this guy away, this doesn't bode well for your inner soul.
Well, I guess some people can use that as motivation. Like Phil was saying, somebody treated him wrong, and then
yeah, okay, so he goes up there like in a revenge, like Bruce Lee way. And what is that? How is that? First of all, he just started doing comedy. He has no basis really to have any kind of. He should just do his thing.
As I said, I
don't think comics should talk their first couple of years.
We have to
about comedy.
Yeah, we all have to learn. Like you have to go through it, or else you don't learn. Like. So
I've been bullied. I was bullied. I came up during the bully.
I know
revolution.
You told me about that. How some dude was like, "Yeah, you just don't do open mics." You're like, "How do I get on open mics?" You're like, "You don't."
Yeah, I don't know.
And you came on the LA scene or the Orange County scene?
Yeah, I started in Hollywood. That was a big mistake.
I went to a Comedy Store show one time, and I seen like a lineup of people, and I'm like, "This is Comedy Store level comedy." I was like,
"Yeah."
I thought you had to be like crazy good, and like I wasn't impressed with some of the people on there.
Comedy Store comedy, based on the years that they've been doing it, and based on the people out here in the Inland Empire, we're a lot funnier. It's just different. They're like one dimensional. They all talk about the same thing. It's kind of, I think, because you're at the Comedy Store, and if you're young, you're like, I got to impress these people, But you don't have to impress anybody. It's just different comedy in Hollywood than it is out here.
Leo said something funny. He was like, people from LA grew up in apartments. We grew up in houses. That's the difference between us, We had different childhoods,
One of the best new comics at the Comedy Store is Shane Biaggi.
Mm-hmm.
I asked him, I go, what did you do? And this is crazy. He said he got up every night for 6 straight years. And I go, dude, it shows. And this guy is a joke machine. He's a door guy at the Comedy
I've seen him before at the Chatterbox.
Yeah, I mean, he does all new material at Chatterbox, Yeah, I think he was there when we were there.
I've seen him a few times there,
Yeah, I mean, there's not too many Comedy Store comics that will actually be friends with you when you're out of the Hollywood thing. So they'll run into you at Chatterbox, which is kind of a good meeting point. And then you get to talk to them away from the Comedy Store. Because sometimes you go to the Comedy Store, they act like they don't know you.
The only person I know from there is Soul Trio. He came in into the pod. He was cool.
That's cool that he's your podcast.
I kept in touch with him. He's cool. We talk here and there.
He was on that Kevin Hart show.
I know. I saw him on there. I kept in touch. I talked about this. I think that show is fake. What did you think about that show?
I guess Ray Lau headlined Chatterbox.
I didn't finish watching the show. I watched a few episodes and I was over.
He was the Asian guy.
Yeah.
He was the only Asian guy, I think. Might have been another Asian guy. It's very funny. It's like 27, 28. I guess he talked about it when he was headlining Chatterbox that it was fake.
Yeah, if you watch a lot of those comics, it's not up and coming comics. It's all Comedy Store door guys, seasoned comics doing it 15, 20 years.
Yeah, because there was one comic or two that had been doing it 3 years that were very good. That one guy, this one black dude was like doing one-liners. He was really good for 3 years. I think sometimes when a comic's that good in 3 years, from year 3 to 10, he kind of levels off. It's just how this game is. If you take Mark Norman, who is a joke machine, if you like him or not, he's okay to me. I don't know how he writes all these jokes. But at some point, you just level off on a certain type of way you do comedy. And that's why I think leveling up every 3 years, you kind of change. You become more versatile. So you can do all the rooms. You don't care if it's Spanish or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You're just comfortable in any room because you can do it instead of just doing this one type of comedy, which Mark Norman does. It's like, you're going to like these jokes. If you don't like them, fuck you, which is great. But to kind of step away from stand-up comedy, don't treat it as set up punchline. I got to do this. I got to fucking do this, and kind of just be yourself and kind of be fearless and kind of do different things. You become original. You're not compared. The best compliment I ever got, I think I'm high on these M&Ms. I'm not kidding.
You got the sugar rush.
Yeah, I'm like, I can't stop talking. Was this older guy goes, John, nobody is like you. That to me is better than laughs.
I haven't been told I sound like anyone either. Maybe I just
good.
suck.
No,
You're not original. You suck.
I think you really have you have a bad interpretation of yourself.
Yeah, that's what feeds me. It's my own feeds my ego. I gotta do better. Like I like to do a lot of self deprecation because I don't know. It's just something easy, you know.
Yeah,
like,
and it's not self deprecation versus, I fucked this chick last night. That shit doesn't work.
you were talking about Mark Norman. He just said he wants to start doing stories. He's
I could see that because,
like you said, he's ready to like level up.
It's a one note thing, but here's the thing: he is making a ton of money, and his jokes are great. Him and Sam Morril listen to the podcast all the time, and the way they try to find out what's funny. But eventually, you're going to get bored. And to be versatile and original, they sound like a lot of, like they're like old school comics, man.
They're like New York comics.
Yeah, they
are.
I'm from New York, but I guess so. Whatever. I just think that my whole thing is just to be myself, my authentic self, and all the deep, dark shit you have in your fucking stomach that you're afraid to say it. It's going to make you original.
Mm.
And if you're original, when somebody says your name, you'll get booked more. I don't think it's necessarily if people laugh every couple seconds, but like if you tell the story about your kids and your wife and, certain things, people are going to resonate with that. They might not laugh like, I don't know, give me a comic that gets belly laughs.
Not Mark Norman, Harlan Williams.
Okay. But they'll come away with a sense of your stuff they'll go, hey man, I have 2 kids. I'm struggling. I'm morbidly obese. I'm on that GPL.
Hey, I'm not. I'm original. I don't do none of that stuff.
Shit is horrible. I asked somebody about that drug that was taken, and I go, what does it make you feel like? He goes, have you ever almost thrown up, but you didn't?
Like you're on chemo?
I go, great. That's one.
So you feel like you're on chemotherapy?
Yeah, like, we videotape ourselves a lot. We can really see if we're like eating a lot or whatever. You just cut back your portions. You don't need to take a shot. Serena Williams did that, and she couldn't even get through the first round at Wimbledon because it just drains you.
Well, yeah, I don't trust anything like that. Anything that's quick fads, like they don't, no.
I tried a couple Xanaxes last year. I was going through anxiety. I thought I was going to be in a mental hospital.
Aren't those like really dangerous to take? Like they're like highly addictive?
Yeah, I took 20 something of them.
At one time?
Half. I took like a half a day. I was going through anxiety. Everybody was dying around me. I thought I was dying. And I was walking in the middle of the night. I had ear ringing in my ear. I was just like all fucked up. My brother goes, you know those Xanax you've had for 7 years? I go, is that okay to take? I've never taken them. I took them. It just, when you're that anxiety ridden, it kind of mellows you out. But I would never do it again.
You took expired Xanax things?
Yeah.
Well, isn't it supposed to, like, expired pills supposed to be like diluted or something?
You know what? I think if you would have gave me a horse tranquilizer then, I'd still be walking the streets.
That's crazy. I've never got into pills because my mom was addicted to pills and she went through like pain pills and went through a lot of shit in her life.
I know people.
And I seen what it did to her, and that's why like I'll take a Tylenol or something if it's like as a last resort. If I have like a really bad headache or toothache or something, but I try not to take. I really don't trust medications at all.
I had a semi-nervous breakdown on Gil's podcast.
Oh, and you got up to go to the restroom?
Yeah, I was going through it, man.
That's why you got up and went to the restroom? I remember that part.
I was talking to the mirror in the bathroom, sweating, going, I don't think I can make it.
Did something upset you during the pod?
No, I just was going through panic attack. I don't know. I have mental illness in my family. Look, I'm 66. I never had this before. It came out of nowhere. And I couldn't control it till I went to a therapist, and he gave me these relaxation techniques. They did give me a drug for a while called propanol, which slows your heart rate down. That saved my life. And then it took me about a year to get back to where I am now. And still, I still freak out sometimes because I went through such pain. But the sick thing about that podcast, they took a picture of me talking about comedy, and some girl goes, "Oh, you're low key kind of hot." And I was like, "This is what it takes for me to be hot, is having a nervous breakdown."
It's just, you look like a crazy dude. That's
It was, I had pain coming down my, they were worried I was going to have a stroke. I go, "No, I've been having this for a while. I just take a Tylenol and it goes away."
Some girl commented that in the on the chat or something.
I had a clip that got like 300 likes or whatever.
Oh, okay.
And she commented. I was like, "Thank you."
Did you follow her back?
No, I was just like, "Thank you."
You never considered maybe trying? I know you don't like weed or anything, but like maybe CBDs or anything for.
No, what I needed to do was see a therapist, because my dad saw a therapist, my mom, my brother. My brother goes, "You should have done this a long time ago."
Have you been going to therapy or no?
I went to 3 sessions, and he told me about relaxation techniques where you touch something that's real and
What about meditation?
meditate. I already
Yoga.
do that. I was always in really good shape. It's just my obsessive compulsive got to me, and it's kind of hard to slow your brain down.
What do you mean by obsessive compulsive? What is?
I have I count numbers and steps, and I've been doing that since I was a kid.
How does that affect you during your stand up?
Well, it doesn't.
It just goes away.
When I do my stand up, I'm so in tune with myself. I have no problems.
That's what I love about comedy.
Yeah.
All the bullshit's gone. man.
Like, I'm $65,000 in debt right now just from basically living. And when
I thought you were gonna say from comedy. I was like, God damn.
That should be. And then when I'm on stage and then talking to comics afterwards, it's like you're in a different world. You have no anxiety. You have no problems. It's kind of,
It's beautiful.
it is.
That's what I love comedy.
Sorry.
At the last open mic at the Improv, fucking Jose Ayala did that during someone's set. Somebody was having a bad set and just
And he
burped.
burped.
And then everyone just turned around and looked at us. And I was just like, and Jose was just sitting there all nonchalant, like, what?
It's an open mic. I don't go to that open mic. I like Perry and what's that guy?
I did it. I had a,
What's the
okay,
other guy's name?
Cameron Hope.
Cameron, and I like them.
I finally got up and I had a good set and I was
Oh,
happy.
good.
I was proud. I was trying out some new material and
Is
they
that
worked.
when that black guy won set of the night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't hear his set, but someone said he's a Comedy Store door guy. So I was like, all right.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I don't feel bad for losing anymore,
No, that's cool.
but the judges, except for Ant Jr., the judges all had nothing nice to say about me, so it felt
Ant
good.
Jr.?
He was one of the judges. He didn't talk about me at all, but it's okay. We've talked about this, but he
What did he think of it?
I don't know. I didn't ask. He didn't say anything about me, so I don't know. But the other
Well,
two
maybe
guys,
he doesn't want to say something that's. I mean, those competitions are.
I'm just fucking. I don't care. It's an open mic.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
care. But losing to a Comedy Store door guy doesn't bother me
Right.
at all. If it was the guy's first time, and I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
That's where I got my start there. So that place has a little sentimental value to me. So I always like performing there when I get a
It's a
chance.
good club. It's one of the only old school clubs left.
And it's small and intimate too. I like it.
I like this artwork, man.
Oh, that's
Who
my
did that? You drew that?
my tattoo artist did that, and I made this myself with
fucking
like
awesome.
photo editing and shit.
And I love the intro. I talked to Dan about it.
I was just talking to Dan the other day. I want to like now that this is episode 61. I've come a long way. I told him I want to like revamp
Change it up.
make it remaster. He said we're gonna talk in the next month or so. We're gonna redo it.
Why hasn't he been on your podcast?
He has been on my
Oh,
podcast.
has he?
I'll probably have him back. He was on one of the earlier episodes.
Yeah, I watched all of them.
You
I
probably
watched
forgot.
some of them twice.
This is episode 61, so it's been almost a year and a half now. So like he was on early on. So
Where were we before?
this was in my bedroom. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
we just moved to here maybe 5 months ago. I still want to make changes to this. I haven't done it yet, but I want to have Dan back on again too. But I also want to redo the intro. Dan Ochoa is the metalhead comedian. He is the guy behind the theme song. Me and him made it in like 15 minutes at his house. So like
That's fucking awesome.
I want to do.
I love the riff. Man.
I want to do it. Yeah, he's a great musician. I just want to remaster it. I want to change it. I think the intro's too long. I want to shorten it. I had to edit it myself, like the ending, the outro. I just want to like next time talk to him about it and try to like come up with something together. Like we kind of rushed it. It was quick. I needed something for the podcast, and we did it in like 15 minutes in his house. So
how many views do you get?
it depends on the episode. Like on Spotify, I get more. Or on YouTube, it depends. Like I really get more. Spotify, I get a lot, and YouTube is just like hit or miss.
Leo and I have one thing in common. Besides, he's a great guy, and he only listens to local podcasts. Me too. I listen to every, like Dave Thompson has one. I'm gonna have one. I got to talk about it with Santiago Torres. He just started comedy.
I talked to you about this at the Chatterbox.
Yeah. I think it's going to be great. He's 6 months into comedy. I've been doing it a while. It's going to be at his mom's house. He has all the equipment. He's such a cool guy.
Is it going to be called Your Mom's House?
I wanted to call it Grandma's House. But I don't know. We're going to do something August 1st, like a pilot to see what it's going to be.
I think I know him. What's his name again?
Santiago Torres.
I don't know. Some kid hit me up. I don't know if it's the same dude. I'm sorry if I forgot your name. He was asking me questions. I was like, we'll talk, but I'm like, I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm still new to this shit. Like, there's a lot of.
But you're
talk to Gil if you have a question.
Well, you're a podcast veteran. 60 episodes is good. Don't you feel like it's easier?
I don't count the first like 20. Like they were so horrible.
Do you get nervous talking to people? No.
Some people are like more like sheltered, and then there's some people who are like openly can talk, and
Right.
Every episode's different. It's harder when I have people on that I've never met, and I'm meeting like Phil. That was the second time I ever met him, and some people are just more open than others.
Yeah, he's open.
And then that's the hard part is like I don't have a structure for this, so I just kind of wing every episode. Like I never really know what I'm going to talk about, and some episodes are better than others. But like I said, I'm still learning. I'm trying to make this every episode better than the next. So
I like the way you're serious on this. You have to take this into your comedy.
I'm trying to expand this, but I feel like it's harder to like. I've been just adding a bunch of people. It sucks that you need a following for people to care.
If you go out at least 3 times a week, you'll have so many people wanting to do your podcast. It's just, how comics are. If they don't see you. I remember in 2025, when I was going through my anxiety, I didn't go to Chatterbox or anywhere really until I don't think I did comedy for a while, months. And they just act like you've just, they don't know what you're doing with your personal life, but they have to see you a lot. Then now I'm back, and that's how I got booked for my 3rd time on Chatterbox, because Steve wants to see you religiously, which is fine. He runs a very serious room. That's one thing I love about Steve.
Yeah, loyalty matters,
Yeah, and you have to be good down there. You can't be fucking around. He doesn't like people who fuck around.
I've always done okay there. I've never had a bad set there. Like I get laughs. I never had crickets there, but
you had a good set.
That was my first time being there in like a year. Like, cause I've gone before, but like sometimes I don't get my name or it's too late and I have to leave. So it's been a while since I went.
I think if you start to pick these mics I mentioned, Monday, Wednesday, and then back to the grind, you get home at a reasonable time. Don't you think?
I just got tired of going to the same mic, seeing the same people,
Well, Andy, you have limited hours in your life. I'm trying to tell you where you can go.
You're right.
Just to get going. And if you really want to go to the Comedy Store, or you want to go to Palm Springs, or you want to, what you could do those 3 mics and then maybe hopped on a book show on the weekend to kind of give it some flavor. Because Bebos would probably book you, or Jojo, or have you met Sancho Sanchez? That's the guy you got to have on the podcast.
I think I follow him. He's the barber, right?
No. He books 3 shows.
Where's his room at?
He has one in Norwalk, one in Southgate, and one in Montclair, and they're all fantastic.
Is that the Level Up one?
Yeah.
I want to go to that. It's new. I've seen you guys do that.
If I were you, I would go there tomorrow and introduce myself.
There's one tomorrow?
Yeah. They're making it like a workout room.
I didn't know that. I'll check it out.
If you go there and introduce yourself, say, I had Johnny on the podcast.
I think I know what you're talking about. Was he in a car accident like a year ago? Yeah. Okay, now I know what you're talking about.
Super. I like him because he's a booker. You know what he told me? I've done 3 of his shows, but I wanted to get on this Brown Soul. It sounded cool. Do you know what he said to me?
You're not brown?
He goes, there are Mexican. I don't think you would do good there. There's Mexican people. And I go,
You're like every Mexican has a white person in their
Are
family.
you out of your? I go, dude. Don't ever say that to me.
You're like the white brother-in-law Jeff or something.
That's my brother's name.
Every Mexican has a white brother-in-law named Jeff.
I've hung out with Latino people for half my fucking life. It's not like I'm a different. I guess now I know what it felt like to be a minority, right? Because
You are the minority now. White people.
that's one great thing about comedy. It's a true melting pot, and you meet people from people that have mental illness like me.
A lot of people have
black,
mental illness.
white, Asian, disabled, and they all come together because they have one common goal, and it's to do good on stage. That's the great thing about comedy, which the world should be like. The world is opposite of now. We're dictated by a king who's a racist, a homophobe. He acts like transgender people were just born last week. He's an idiot. He's chasing Latinos out. He's scaring people. He's starting wars for no reason. This is what the forefathers in the beginning were afraid of.
You know what I don't like too is that like there's certain comics that people don't like, and then they just get that view on comedy. Like certain comics that are like do certain shit that nobody likes, and then now we're all perceived that way. You know, like
What do you mean?
like a lot of the Rogan comics. A lot of people think, oh, that Rogan scene is like that's not what all comedy's like. You know, like they say like the mothership is this, it's that. Like,
did you see Tony Hinchcliff's special?
fuck yeah, it was horrible.
Wow, no, it wasn't horrible. It was shocking.
I just don't get it. Like I have seen him before. I've seen him before at the Ontario Improv, and he did good. I don't know what the fuck that was.
It's really bad to put down other artists unless you're roasting them, like, you know, calling me old or wearing white pants or hey John, you bombed because you did something at Loudburger. That's all in jest.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're putting somebody down like Tony Hinchcliffe in a special, knowing how hard it is for a special, I don't look at it as bad. I looked at it, it was shocking. It was the weirdest. It was like he had never been on stage before.
What I noticed that he talked real slow.
Like, you know, when you're doing bad, you're supposed to slow down.
He was doing too slow.
Yeah, he was like, it was like, it looked like it was the first time he ever did comedy.
Like I'm saying, I have seen him before, and he did great. I don't know what that was. It was a fluke. I don't know what it was going on.
But don't you show that? Like, we have a pretty, I like artist community. We can be honest with each other. If I would have showed that to my friends and they would have said, don't ever put that out.
He said, I'll give myself a small joke book for that, but I'm an artist that takes risks. And then
there was no risk on that.
I don't know. Like I said, I've seen him before.
But there was no risk.
I don't know what that was.
You know what the risk was? Putting it on Netflix.
I feel like he didn't have enough material. He was talking real slow. He was trying to do crowd work. It sucked.
But the risk, they probably paid him over $1 million. And the risk was putting that out for people to see. That's the risk. There was no risk in his jokes.
I don't think he even had an hour material.
Black people don't like eggs. How is that risky?
I don't even know what the fuck that was.
I've never even heard that before. Who's he hanging out with?
But what I'm saying is, I think he didn't have a full hour, and he was just winging it up there. Like he sounded like he was talking slow, trying to stretch 30 minutes into an hour.
And then the chord got like what happens to comics that just start out. He goes, "There's a lot of chord here." I watched the whole thing.
I don't remember. I watched it while I was doing shit.
He was going like this with the chord. Well, this is happening. I was like, what? I used to do that when I first started.
I saw a recent clip. It's not a recent clip, but an old clip that someone posted where he was roasting some guy in a wheelchair at the Comedy Store. And that guy got him good. He was like, he told Tony, oh, they were making fun of his haircut. And he's like, oh, just like your Netflix special got cut.
Holy shit.
Did you see that clip? I'll send it to you later.
What do you mean it got cut?
His first Netflix special. They cut it, and then
I give him a break for that. Come on.
I don't know, but I'm saying the roast was good between the guy in the chair.
I saw that. But now he's in the comedy 17 years later. The sad thing is the people around him, like Joe Rogan or whatever, you got to step in and go, hey, man, don't put this out. What's so wrong about it?
Did you see Shane Gillis? They're like putting up, they had made a fake flyer. They made something, and Shane Gillis was like, it's going to be gay. Like, because they always say he's gay. And it was worse than gay.
I don't know. This putting down of comics, I'm not a fan of it, but I will tell you the truth on comics that maybe I ran into, like Starfucker comics. producers think they're putting on all these fucking headliners instead of coveting the local scene. We have a good scene out here. We have great comics that are on the come up. And I tell them, go to the Comedy Store. You're good enough. It's changed. The game has changed. You can go to the Comedy Store after doing 2 years of hard work. Go down there, let yourself go, but then still come out here and do shows. And I think that's cool. And then you go to the Chatterbox. They have a mixture of Hollywood comics, San Gabriel Valley, the Valley, the IE. It's like,
I feel like they said like IE Comics were afraid of that place. I've never been afraid of that place.
That's a misnomer. What happened was, a lot of people are dumb. They don't like the separate list. Have you ever been a woman at 11 o'clock at night walking to your car? No, because you're a fat Mexican, Andy. No offense. And I'm an old, wrinkly white guy that nobody's going to fuck with me.
I am somebody's fetish, okay?
People always go, are you a cop? No, I'm not.
You narc.
But yeah, so they have a separate list. So what? Who gives a fuck? Just go down and do your job. Oh, I can't say this. I can't say the F word for gays. I can't. Okay. There's a million rooms where you can be like Tony Hinchcliffe, but there's only one room and several other rooms that are popping up that you have to write differently. See, you don't have that problem because you write about your life.
See, I've been told don't do this, don't do that there, but I've done my material. I've never been told anything.
The only thing I've seen Steve ban people for using the slur for gay people, but they were so bad that it's good that they left. I mean, they were just so bad because they were drunk and high. They're probably good people, I'm a fan of being nice to everybody. I don't care if you're comedy. If I don't like your comedy, I'll still be friends with you. I know this one guy I just met. He loves sports. I love sports. We talk about sports. Is his comedy okay? It's not my cup of tea, but they laugh.
Thanks for still being my friend, Johnny.
I always thought you were a good comic. You just don't get up enough.
You're right. That's my new goal is to start getting up.
But I understand Carlos Patino. He's got a kid. He's a good dad. You're a good dad. You care. I see how you care about your kids. You got them locked in that room right now.
Hey, that's by choice. All right. They could be anywhere in this house. They want to be.
I know. And you can't skirt your responsibilities as a family person. I get that. But there are times when you can kind of say with your wife, she might give you certain days that you can do comedy, right?
She really doesn't care.
Really?
In the beginning, she was like, didn't know what it was. But now that I've been doing it and she sees like.
As long as you could take care of your fatherly and wifey duties, it's probably a good outlet for you.
It is. It's my me time.
Yeah.
But anyways, Johnny, we're about an hour and 16 minutes in. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
16 minutes, that's all?
I cap it around this time.
Oh, do you really?
It's a lot to edit all this shit. But this has been a great episode. But is there anything else you want to talk about? Any final subjects you want to talk about? The last segment of the show?
Well.
Anything you haven't covered? Any advice you want to give to newer comics?
Keep your air conditioning. I have a 2-level house, okay? Keep your air conditioning at 78 and never turn it down. And when you walk into your house, it'll feel like an ice cube in this weather. But if you have an upstairs, downstairs, and you go to bed upstairs, turn your air conditioning off on the downstairs, then turn your upstairs on to 78. I've got 2 people. One guy's running a room and my brother, and they're fat. And they like to have it. I've seen them turn it down to 67.
Polar bears?
67? I will evict you. I say 78. I got one of those Nests, so they're so out of it. They're not very good because they're older technology-wise. I just go on my phone and turn it back up to 78. That's one thing. And I just hope that we build our community in the Inland Empire. I'm passionate about building it up. Be nice to comics that come out here. I think the comics that do it on the regular out here can compete with Comedy Store comics that are their same level. And I think that I went to Chatterbox and I was so happy. There were 7 IE comics down there one night. And Sandy and C's were hosting. There's 2. There's 9. That never would have happened 5 years ago because they have a strange reputation. But I squashed that. I go, no. If you can do good at Chatterbox and get on that Sunday show, you can. I do it for clips. They changed the background, which
Yeah,
is
it looks
fine.
nice.
It's nice. I like the other background, but that's, his wife did that, so you can't criticize his wife. You'll be banned from Chatterbox. Dave Thompson said Chatterbox is a little too serious, and I'd have to totally disagree with him. It could be more serious because that's what you are when you're on that platform, however the stage is. You're serious. When you get off, we can go outside and talk shit about people.
What did he mean by it's too serious?
He has the same view of people that don't go down there. They think it's something that it's not. Because Steve is outspoken and he's
never told me anything bad to my face.
And he won't because you went up there and did your shit. He just wants people to come down there because they want people to come inside that bar. They don't want some fucking idiot up there high and drunk talking about how this woman went down on him or fuck this guy or fuck that guy. And it's good for women. They can get up first and leave.
You know what I think would be cool if they would eventually...
And non-binary.
What I think would be cool if they eventually bought a bigger space to make it a legitimate club. I think they have enough reputation and enough people to go.
Yeah.
It's their business, not mine, but I'm saying it'd be nice if they had a bigger room, like an actual real stage. And for what it is, it's cool, but I think a Chatterbox 2 would be sick.
And I think Steve was kind of scared. I'm just putting words in his mouth. When they opened the Laugh Factory down the street.
Oh, that place, you have to be big to go there. We're not getting in there.
Well, I don't know if you have to be big because Concrete and Do No Big. Come on.
Well, I'm never getting in there.
Internet people that are doing comedy. Good for them. They have a large following. I don't care if they make $1 million, but it's not going to affect. Chatterbox has a specific type of comedy. And that's great because if you're not like that, you'll be a better comic after you get good at that. The only downside is sometimes you do 2 minutes.
Yeah.
It's kind of shitty.
I got lucky. I did my 3 minutes.
I know you were lucky.
Did they break it down to 2 minutes or no?
You can't run the light there, and I'm a big fan of running the light, as everybody knows. Myself and KJ. Shout out to KJ. He's a great comic. KJ, if you ever want to talk about silence in your act, that's the guy to go to. He's got the best definition of what you do in the silence. He goes, you don't talk. You don't fill the space with your dumb words because nobody's laughing. I mean, you're not a king. Remember that.
Mm-hmm.
We're not kings. Donald Trump thinks everybody has to laugh at his stupid shit. And if nobody laughs, they're going to get fired. As a comic, when you're on stage, you're a servant to the audience. If they don't laugh, that doesn't mean you're bombing. But KJ does it so well. He sits in that silence, and it's almost like a boxer, and then he waits, and then he does a jab, and then he comes back. You just make it more tension in the room. But comics, when they're silent, they always want to just blah, 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 blah.
Filler words.
Yeah, and you have to sit in the silence.
Sometimes the silence even gets laughter. It's
yeah, or facial expressions. Watch silent movies. They do a facial expression, you start laughing. Why did I laugh at that? They're not saying anything. And that's another thing that I'm learning too. Is you never stop learning doing this. You'll never figure it out, and you'll never not be nervous. What's better than that?
Exactly.
You work at Target the first week and you're over it. Right?
Yeah.
All right.
But anyways, Johnny, it's been great.
This has been great. I've been high on M&M's the whole time. I don't think I've ever talked this fast. You might have to slow the talk down.
This is the first time I've ever seen you eat junk food, so that's a first.
I had like 7 of them, and I was like,
that was 2 bags of M&M's.
I started to sweat. I go, what's happening to me? And then now I'm okay.
You're on that sugar rush.
Now I'm coming down. I won't be able to drive home.
Now you have to go run a mile or something.
No. I'll just go home and pass. You know how when you have too much sugar, then you just pass out?
The sugar coma. But anyways, Johnny, is there any shows you got to promote?
I do. August 30th, I'll be at Chatterbox on the Sunday show. And I do have some other, Johnny Gold 777 on my Instagram. That's it. I'm really not into TikTok. Probably should be.
Hey, it's fake anyways.
Well,
It's
I
all
like
bullshit.
anybody I know I like or comment.
TikTok's fake. Once your clip hits 1,000 views, and they want you to pay for it. Like,
I mean, social media to me is, the clips are important. But all this talking into the camera and go, I'm going, this guy's doing this, comic's doing this guy's in trouble. It's a waste of time. But, Jack Shaw, you ever heard of him? He's Kill Tony. I added him as a friend. Immediately I got a message from him. Oh, thank you very much. I said, oh, cool. And then I got another one. Please join my email list. It was a bot. And then I immediately said, fuck you.
I had somebody do that where it's an auto-generated message, right?
Yeah, I hate that.
He sent me an auto-generated message, right? And then I just read it. I was like, whatever. And then he commented on something. Was like, hey, I DM'd you. I was like, oh, I thought it was just an automated DM. I didn't know.
Oh, I see.
So I got confused, but I didn't respond to his auto-generated message. So I don't know. But
I mean, I can understand if you're fluffy because you can't talk to 10 million people.
Yeah.
Or Joe Coy or Dave Chappelle. But I heard Mark Norman on his podcast go, I had this young comic came up to me in the subway and I knew I was in trouble. I couldn't get off the subway.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, you should blow that guy because he is looking up to you as a king of comedy.
Mm-hmm.
You can't sit down and talk to him for 4 stops on that fucking one train and subway and wherever the fuck he was going. That's once you get like that, you better go and get meditation or that's not a good way.
Yeah.
You should always talk to younger comics. I do. And you should always be nice to them because we're humans first,
Yeah, we need each other. But all right, Johnny, thanks for all your words of wisdom, your great comedy knowledge. And
thank you for the M&M's peanut.
Say your Instagram again, Johnny Gold
777.
Follow him on his Instagram, people, and you guys can follow me on my Instagram, AndyC_comedy, and then go ahead, give the Crimson Comedy Show a follow. We're on YouTube, Instagram, Spotify,
and share it.
Yeah, share it, people. I'm trying to get this to grow. We're trying to build the scene out here. This is one of the only voices we have out here. So there are other podcasts. Shout out to all those guys out there, but let's keep this shit going. We need each other. Let's build this community, and yeah. All right, Johnny, it's been good having you here. Good night, guys.
Peace.